Riverside, California. Home to, I don't know, stuff? They probably got stuff there. And if not stuff, I'd like to think at least they have things there. I can't say for certain, but I'd like to think that there are things and at least stuff in Riverside, California. But for the purpose of this series, we're not going to be focused on the stores or the town or the violence. We're going to be focusing on a community college. Home to the Riverside Royals. I've done the unthinkable, the impossible. I'm sticking a community college team in Division I FBS football. Let's get going. It's a crazy idea, but yes, I am putting a community college team into Division I FBS, and it's probably not going to go well. Because usually you would see, okay, well, not that any JUCO school is D1, right? D1 FBS. But you will see teams join the FBS from time to time from the FCS and things like that. They don't just jump straight in from the very bottom into the very top. But that's exactly what we're doing here with the Riverside Royals. And we are going to join the Mountain West West. Of course, you'll meet the Riverside Royals. You know, it's a 48 overall team. I could say some nice things about them, but I'd be lying. They're really, 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 really bad. And next to Notre Dame, you can see, you know, it's night and day. And man, it's pretty bad. 48 overall, 46 offense, 52 defense. It's a pretty poor team. And we're jumping straight in against some pretty talented teams. I will say that none of this would be possible without the help of the team over at College Football Revamped, as you can see at the bottom left there. They made this team builder for me. They made the stadium. They made everything, put everything together for me, and it's an incredible game. It's NCAA 14 with just a huge makeover, and it's amazing. So it's all the joy that I have from playing NCAA from years ago, and now it feels like a new experience, which is incredible. Right down to the college football playoff, like you can see in the bottom right. Quickly for the rules, I think it's important to go over these. It will be Heisman difficulty, 8 minutes, player minimum speed threshold is 0, and this is not designed to be easy. You know, it's going to play like a very, very bad team, and the sliders match. Not only is it Heisman, the sliders will not be helping us whatsoever. The team overall will not be helping us whatsoever. This will be a very, very, very hard dynasty with the CPU ability just ramped up and ours all the way down on what is already a very, very, very bad team. And we will be taking over as the head coach of the Riverside Royals, signing a 5-year contract. Of course, the years don't exactly match up there, but you're gonna have to use your imagination. This is an alternate reality for head coach Gene Dangus. If you guys watch Jaguars franchise, of course, there were some incidents that head coach Gene Dangus got into where, let's just limit it to illicit activities that you really don't want to be getting into. If you've seen any of the stuff with Urban Meyer, what he was getting into after games, well, Gene Dangus was on another level. Just despicable stuff. And that relegated him to go down to college football. And that's where this story takes over, with the Riverside Royals, a JUCO community college team that has ascended the ranks and is now playing with the big dogs. I will be starting with scouting. I do remember how a lot of this works. I played this game for years, and scouting is a really, really good place to start, I've found. And then for the defensive coordinator, we need to get some pressure on the quarterback, so starting with +1 power and finesse moves is good. And then for the offensive coordinator, you know, it's probably going to be good not to fumble, so we'll do ball security. But we'll have a lot of opportunities to upgrade this team over a very, very long season, I'm sure. And the first thing we're going to want to do is set up our recruiting board. It's going to be the absolute foundation of a successful dynasty. There we go. Skip to recruiting. I'm a little rusty. I'm not as good as I used to be, probably, but I'll go ahead and add some prospects. Of course, this is the Riverside Royals. We'll be going over the team as well. I do want to set up this board first. And as you can see, it's not a very good school right now, as our highest ability here, highest grade, is television exposure, which is a C+, and we've never played any televised games. So that's pretty bad. We've mainly had just local channels, I'm sure. if that. So it's not great. The stadium atmosphere is a D-, and we'll get that atmosphere up over the years, and this should be a pretty long dynasty. I'm really excited for it. I hope you guys are as well. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. There'll be an entire playlist for the Riverside Royals dynasty. I haven't done a dynasty since Ozark State Outlaws. That's kind of a cult favorite, but you guys are probably unfamiliar with it. And even before that, I tried to do an ECU dynasty several times, to the point of going home from college in 2016, recording 50 episodes over a month and a half over winter break, and then my computer broke and I lost everything. So I've not had great luck, and even with the start of this one, I recorded the first 4 episodes and then the game crashed and I didn't save it up to that point. So I'm restarting. Happy to waste my time for 5 hours, but we'll go ahead and look at the team. It's a pretty bad team, as we are headlined by starting quarterback Dorian Hood. He's pretty slow. But the interesting thing about Steven Williams, who is QB3 there, is he is actually one of the better receivers on this team, despite being a quarterback. So he's going to be playing significant time. He's not the fastest in the world at 76 speed, but the hands are actually pretty good, at least, you know, by this team standards. And 80 route running is by far the best rating on this team for any receiver. So he actually is going to jump up to receiver 1. Our starting running back is the highest overall player on the entire team at 70 overall, Trey Battle. He's a junior, true junior, and is okay. 85 speed is actually pretty good. We have Willie Briggs in behind him with 83 speed, although I'll tell you it feels much slower in game. He feels tremendously slow. Then we have Denario Watson and Matt Lewis. Fullback is going to be Marcus Price, who is a tight end for us, tight end number 2. And then, of course, we have Steven Williams, who's a redshirt junior. A lot of redshirt players on this team, by the way, including redshirt sophomore Aaron Duvall, redshirt senior Eric Burgess, and redshirt freshman Elgin Collins. The fastest player on the offense, and I believe on the entire team maybe, is Tyson Phillips. He's a redshirt freshman receiver, probably not going to end up playing a ton in season 1. I want to keep this guy around. I want to continue to develop one of the faster players we have. Might return some kicks for us, and then another redshirt in Javon Johnson. Tight end is Marcus Price, as we talked about, and Dex Randolph will play quite a bit as well. Isaiah Brewer is our 3rd tight end. The offensive line is pretty bad. Kadir Carlson's a 61. Joel Thomas, redshirt sophomore, is a 60. Redshirt freshman Craig Newman starts at center. He's a 63. Redshirt freshman Austin Andrews is a 62. And then true freshman Santana Griffin is one of the better overall players on this team at a 64 overall as a freshman. So actually quite good there. Junior, redshirt junior is Ryan Hayes, starting at left end, 67 overall. Again, one of the higher overall players on the team. I have Adrian Chandler, who's a true freshman, backing him up, and senior Corey Blackburn in behind. Redshirt sophomore Pop Jackson offers he packs a punch at starting right end at 64 overall. And then we have Adrian Chandler and Corey Blackburn again. D tackles, it's not a strong position for us. Just speed in the 50s pretty much all over. And we do have, an argument for who's actually going to play the most here. And with 84 strength, I might move Carlos Godwin up instead of Jeremy Abbott. We have JD Glover as our number 1, the redshirt junior. Carlos Godwin, Jeremy Abbott, Derek Green, and Keyshawn Tulloch. Left outside linebacker is not a good one. The redshirt freshman Niles Sutherland is fast, and that is it. Starting middle linebacker is one of the slowest players ever, Brett Claxton, with only 73 speed at inside linebacker. Another corner backing him up in Carlos Oakley. Starting right outside linebacker is Jordan Young, the redshirt senior, 66 overall. And then our corners are really, really slow. 79 speed Ezekiel Sims is a redshirt sophomore, 66 overall. Malik James is a true freshman, 78 speed though. And then we have Carlos Oakley, the redshirt junior, 62 overall at CB3. Starting free safety is going to be Justin Santos. We also have Alex Quinones in behind. And then our starting strong safety is Zaire Cruz, redshirt junior, with again Carlos Oakley and Alex Quinones in behind. Our kicker is horrific. He's a 45 overall. I'll tell you from experience, we will not be able to make a single kick, and extra points are a struggle. He's very, very, very bad. I don't know how he's so bad, but he's just even worse than I could ever even tell you with words. 47 kick power, 41 kick accuracy. I don't know where they found this guy. And then punter is going to be Ethan Campanaro, who is a little bit better at kicking. Maybe we'll make him our kicker. I'm going to tell you, we're going to miss every kick. I promise you. Our schedule will look like this. We're opening up at Colorado State to start the year in week 2, and then we'll host 2 games in a row versus New Mexico and versus Utah State. We don't play again until week 6, where we take on an FCS school. This will be a good opportunity to get a win in there, despite being, I'm sure, not favored in that game. FCS Southeast will be a much higher overall, and those are just, of course, like big FCS schools that they don't have licensing to. Hawaii will be a big test for us, I'm sure, in week 8, and then we'll travel to San Jose State, App State, and UNLV all in a row. And then we'll have a big home game. This will be really, really big to potentially bring in recruits for visits and really sway them to coming to our school. And that's basically the North Dakota State Bison is the FCS Northwest Stampede. Then we'll travel to San Diego State to take on the Aztecs. And then our final game of the year is versus Nevada. I don't say Nevada, I say Nevada, okay? If you disagree, tough day to be you, I guess. Now, there are not a lot of players on this team that are actually redshirt eligible. Here's the thing. I'm not really going to be out here redshirting seniors. It just probably isn't going to happen. There are not a lot of players that I actually want to redshirt on this team. Kadir Carlson might be one of them, because Brandon Madden, who's a redshirt freshman, we wouldn't really have a lot of depth if I do that. But we'd be able to have Kadir Carlson for longer, and he'll develop. So I think I'm going to redshirt him. At right guard, nothing really there. And I think it'd be a wise move to redshirt the true freshman Santana Griffin. He'll be pretty good for us next year. Not going to redshirt any seniors. Adrian Chandler, I will redshirt. Again, it's going to be important to redshirt these younger guys. Keyshawn Tulloch might as well. Not really much there at linebacker, but Malcolm Sullivan I will redshirt as well. I pretty much need to have these corners starting, so they will stay. I'll redshirt Earl Rice, and that's probably going to be it. That's a lot of players to redshirt, though, but it's going to be good for us long term. If you don't know what redshirt means, it basically means that you do not have those players play for you that season, but you do get an extra year of eligibility, which means an extra year for them to develop and get better, and then your team could be better long term because of it. Now, it can be potentially easier to sign players with low lock percentage later in the year. Not going to focus too much on that right now. I just want to set up, my initial board of players that are going to be A, interested in the school, and B, somewhat decent. Now, even though we are in California, as you can see, the pipeline states are not close to California. This school was originally Old Dominion, and it was changed into Riverside. So it's a lot of Old Dominion area states, including, of course, Virginia, Maryland, Florida, North Carolina. So that has not been changed, but those pipeline states will change as we get more recruits from California, Oregon, Washington, Arizona. Although the big focus for me will probably be Florida, Texas, as those are big hotbeds for big prospects, big recruits, I should say. Okay, that's actually really, really interesting. We're only a 2-star school, yet there are multiple 4-star recruits with #1 interest in us. Well, I will be adding all of you to the board. That makes a lot of sense to me. There are actually a lot of good players in here. I'm pretty much going through and adding all these guys. What's really, really interesting about this is when I did this the first time for the file didn't save, it was not many even 3 stars at all. It was mainly, I guess 2 stars and some 1 stars, but we actually have 4-star players in here. Only 3 of them with interest, but #1 interest. In this corner, Nick Palmer can fly. 4.38 speed. Now, I am a little bit sad because, and I'm not really going to talk about the previous one too much anymore, but I had a gem, like 71 overall quarterback that I was recruiting, and now I can't recruit him anymore because he doesn't exist, because the whole thing has been recreated, unfortunately. So we missed out on a really, really good player in a video you guys will never see, but you can imagine it. How fun would that be? Now, this JUCO safety is really interesting. 6'6". Ran 4.6. Not too bad. We're going to add him. I will need to add a kicker. I guarantee you that. But players are going to move, off this board, I think, pretty frequently once we can scout these guys. Scouting is going to be really important, and it's going to tell us a lot about these players. The big thing is going to be scouting these guys, as James Fry looks a lot worse than we initially thought. It's going to be getting the scouting trait in Coach XP. So we're going to have to win games, or at least participate in games to make that happen. Now, the problem becomes we don't really have a ton of scouting points very early on. So with only 25%, we really don't get to know about these players all that much. Let me see this safety. Was it Sam Brown who's 6'6"? Yeah. And getting a JUCO player wouldn't be that bad. Ooh, +3 for Jonathan Horton. Not too bad there. But we will start the season. And we don't play until week 2, which will happen in this game. So it'll be recruiting up until then, which, I mean, you probably won't see a ton of. So this is the big thing. 5,000 points. We don't have the Coach XP to really know about these guys, but offering scholarships on the better players is going to be really important. And I think that Nick Palmer is going to be a guy we definitely want to offer a scholarship to and probably pursue pretty heavily. Getting a 75 overall corner would be unbelievable. That'd be the highest overall player on the team, and he's only a freshman. Now, his true overall might be a little bit lower after we scout him further, but I mean, A speed, 84 zone, 84 play rec, I'm thinking he's the real deal. But figuring out about these quarterbacks will be the big thing. And I'm about ready to move Nate Singleton off the board. I don't even know why I just scouted him further. Joe Harrison is pretty much a true 65, which isn't bad, by the way. That's not bad. Like a 67 overall, that would be one of the better players on this team right now, like top 3 in overall. So these are not awful players to have. Might offer him a scholarship and get some points in there. Ooh, Jesse Payne -5. Goodbye. Kyle Holloway is up to a 66 after being 55% scouted. Probably another player we'll offer a scholarship to. And a good portion of this is just getting lucky and hoping that these guys are actually going to be good. Patrick Payne could be a very good guard for us. We'll offer him a scholarship too. So I've offered some scholarships. I've put some points into the big ones that we want. I think Nick Palmer right now is the #1. And, you know, there are a few other guys I'm dumping some points into. But we've taken a lot of guys off the board as well. I guess only 3. But that will be changing a lot. And we'll see what's on the table for next week, as we'll take on Colorado State in our first ever FBS game. It's going to be a fight for Nick Palmer. That much is obvious. And a couple other Mountain West schools are pursuing him pretty heavily. This is a player we absolutely need to get. Absolutely need to get. Added some new guys to the board all the way at the bottom here. I think starting with, was it Bobby Shelton? Yeah, no. Yes. Yes. And Eric Bellamy actually looks quite good. The only problem with him is he's a junior college player, so it's really not a good long-term guy to get. But we'll put some points into him because he'd definitely be a lot better than what we have. But it's time. Our first ever game. The Royals at Colorado State. Says the Royals are looking to dominate Colorado State in their Mountain West opener. I don't know if that's going to happen. Now, we are up to a 55 overall. Why is that? Reordering the depth chart, maybe? That could be it. Still, at a little bit of a disadvantage here. I think that's safe to say. The scales are breaking. This is such a big mismatch. +20 overall for the Rams. And Colorado State will start our FBS career with a kick deep back to Bush. And I don't know, that clock didn't look like it was moving to start, but not a bad return by Kenny Bush. And of course, yes, Gene Dangus coaching his first game at Riverside in the FBS. Big fall from grace from the Jaguars. Of course, this is like a separate branch of the timeline. We know that Coach Dangus does, you know, end up back at the NFL level with the Detroit Lions, as Dorian Hood will stand in shotgun and hand off to Trey Battle. And man, does he look slow. Okay. That's not a good start. But these are bad players, to be fair. This is going to be a rough season 1, I would imagine. 2nd and 9. Don't really see anywhere to go with the football. We're going to roll out and throw a very ill-advised pass. Man, these receivers not getting a ton of separation, huh? We knew this could be an issue. The team is very, very bad. We're going to have to claw our way to a victory at some point, because I don't think it's ever going to come easy. We're just going to check down, and that is off the hands of Trey Battle. Not too great of a start here for Riverside. Looking like a community college team. I wonder why that could be. 4th and 9, we will punt. And it's not a great punt, not terrible. At least got to Colorado State territory. It's a read option. Claxton makes a nice tackle. I think he tackled him by the face mask, though. It's not a good start on offense or defense. Brett Claxton is flagged for a face mask on the first defensive play of the game. This is a bad start. They're running it to Vivens, and he is looking fast. He'll throw off Justin Santos, and he has a touchdown. Ajon Vivens, hopefully not butchering that too bad. 31-yard touchdown. We are looking rough out there. So we know it's going to be a little bit challenging to move the football. Okay. Man. No one's really getting any space. Dorian Hood starting 0 for 3 through the air. And I'm not sure if running is going to be a much better idea. We'll go with the bubble screen, and Burgess will drop that one. What did I get myself into, man? Throwing underneath, and it's a bad pass. Burgess catches this one, but for 1 yard. And we're going to punt again. Pretty good punt this time. Exactly where we want it. Not returnable. And again, pretty deep there to the 38. Colorado State territory. 2nd and 5 now. Flat is open. They go over the middle, and that's actually airtight coverage. Way to make a play right there. Is that Carlos Oakley? I believe that's Carlos Oakley who wears number 22. And it was. That was really, really good coverage. That brings up 3rd and 5. Let's get a big stop here. Trey McBride in motion. Actually, one of the better Colorado State players. Probably the best player on Colorado State. And he is wide open. Malik James can't wrap up. Yeah, Trey McBride, one of the best tight ends in the 2022 NFL draft class, probably. And I may have had man coverage responsibility with Brett Claxton. I didn't see, and I kind of got lost on the field there. Put my face cam on the left so you can see the down. I played the read option. He's going to throw off a would-be tackler. Santos can't wrap him up, and Patrick O'Brien rushes for 24. I played the read option. I played it beautifully, might I add. I read it, went left, and then it moved me back toward the running back. I played that so well. I don't... It's the Heat Seeker or whatever just took over. Didn't even think Heat Seeker was in this game, but I did not have control there. Nice shed and tackle on that one, but Ajon Vivens gets 5. Run up with Santos. McBride's in motion. Similar play where he got wide open last time. He's not going to release this time, though, as O'Brien going to throw for the end zone and complete to E.J. Scott. 6-yard touchdown. I don't know where the window was. I don't know how he got 2 feet down, but the Rams score their 2nd touchdown of the game. 14-0, and there's a lot of game left. Not a great start. 6 plays, 2 total yards. A little bit of a different side of the story for Colorado State. Really struggling to move the football right now. We had an out open, and Dorian Hood misses him. Not a great start when your quarterback is 1 for 7 for 1 yard throwing, and that was open. That was a good route. The throw just wasn't close. We're gonna have to throw that quickly. We got Duval. He took a shot, but gained 6. And that's all the yards we have in the entire game pretty much so far. And it's 4th and 4. Once again, we're gonna have to punt. You know, without the incompletion there, I think it's a guaranteed first down. But Dorian Hood just, I mean, he couldn't have missed him any worse than he did. Playing out, and that just is an open streak, pretty much. Nate Craig Myers, 21-yard catch. Man coverage against Trey McBride sounds like a bad idea, and it wasn't. He definitely wasn't open, and they forced the ball to him anyway. But I wasn't covering him. I didn't expect the ball to come out that quickly. I mean, that was fast that ball came out. 2nd and 10. It's going to be a delay. We just got to make this tackle. Vivens picks up a couple. It's a really big down here. 3rd and 6. We got to take away the middle with Claxton. O'Brien looking for time. Oh, that's just wide open. That's just wide open. I mean, Nate Craig Myers ran backwards for a second, but I mean, no one was remotely close or even thinking about being near the area. Another run. It is. And their offensive lineman pretty much made the tackle for me. You know, they're going to credit that to Jordan Young at outside linebacker, but look at the guard. Not exactly how you want to pull. 3rd and 3. Another massive down. McBride in motion. They're going to fake the screen, trying to cover it anyway. O'Brien under pressure, and he's going to throw it short of a receiver coming back to the football. And it looks like Colorado State will settle for a field goal try here. And it's college. College kickers, what do? They miss. I wouldn't necessarily call this a gimme, but it is right down the middle. 17-0 Colorado State. We've been outplayed here so far, I think it's safe to say. But the offense, I'm confident we can get it going. We showed glimpses of working a little bit there on our last drive, 6-yard completion. You know, some open receiver. So, you know, maybe this is the drive where we get a first down and try running the football. And that's a nice gain there. Trey Battle for 5. Might try to go back-to-back runs here after the success of the first one. I don't know how we pass after getting 5 yards on the ground. We only have 13 yards total. So Trey Battle, who is the best player on our team, will get the football again. A nice little cutback and a good tackle. At 3 yards, and we are very close to that marker. I think we'd be hard-pressed not to run the ball here on 3rd and 2. Only 6 in the block or in the box. We're going to go up the middle. Battle, juking outside, nice gain of 6. Should we try and get a little creative here? We're gonna go with a halfback swing. Battle's open, blockers in front of him, and he is feeling real slow. There's just no giddy up when he touches the football. He has like 85 speed. It might as well be like 60. It's like we caught the ball and we're stuck in mud. 2nd and 13. Let's go underneath. We got Duval. We got blockers in front of him as well. Nice 7-yard catch by Duval. A little Jacksonville inflection there. Yeah, I'm a beast at that, right? Yeah, it's always great when you go in like 30%. Duval. Yeah, dude, way to hype everybody up. 3rd and 6. Is that open enough? It's Collins. He's going to be short. It's 4th and 3, and we're going for it. We're down 17. There's no reason to punt in this spot. Do we try running the football here? It's 4th and 3. I'm not sure that I trust the offensive line at all. Let's actually get out of this. Hold on. Let's take this to the end of the first quarter and reassess what we want to do. I could see Price being open on this Texas route, but I'm probably looking at the out, and it's open. It's not open. Ajayi playing underneath. I thought we could throw it right over him. No, turns out. And the first interception of the year goes to Rashad Ajayi. That Dorian Hood threw it right to him. I really thought we had the out. I never really checked back for the back. It wasn't open on the Texas route. I threw to the most open thing, to be fair, with Dorian Hood. But it's just, it's not his day. Good cutback and a really, really nice tackle. Ooh, is that Ezekiel Sims? It is. Gonna get credit for a tackle for a loss on that one. That's an incredible open field tackle. Those open field tackles are gonna be the difference in this game. I mean, we're down 17 right now. Goes without saying. Trying to play a lot of different things there, and we limit Patrick O'Brien to only a 3-yard rush. Guarding the option play is pretty tough at times. Defending that can be a real problem, especially with the speed on this team. I think we did a fairly good job on that occasion. 3rd and 7, though. Need to stop. O'Brien under pressure, but right is wide open, and we can't wrap up. We don't have the speed to catch up to him. Santos drags him down, but over the goal line. 40-yard touchdown by Dante Wright. And Colorado State will take a 24-0 lead pending the extra point. And that was nearly blocked, actually. Bush down the sideline. Pretty good speed here. Real nice return by Kenny Bush. Setting us up with some decent field positioning. We'll actually have to see if we can capitalize. Hand off. It's good blocking right there. Trey Battle with the big stiff arm. 12-yard rush. What can we do here on 1st and 10? I think we got to throw this in. Nice little dig coming back. Duval with the spin move. And then somehow got tackled with about 3 feet of air separating him and the defender. Don't know how that thing happened. Oh, yeah. Game made in 2013. That's how. 1st and 10. Nice little check down to Battle. Picking up 1. I mean, there's not really a point to it, honestly. Here's the problem, is I just have no faith in Dorian Hood to throw the ball down the field. 7-14 for 26 yards passing. It's obviously quite poor. We're going to quickly throw it to Burgess and, again, not really pick up anything. The biggest thing I've noticed right now is that Colorado State is so quick to close in on the ball carrier. So we're going to throw over the middle, and Collins takes it for 8. It's going to be 4th and 1. Our kicker, I'm telling you, is worse than you can even imagine. We have to go for it in this situation. The offensive coordinator agrees. Big 4th and 1. We're going to run the football. Got to trust the offensive line. Win the battle up front. Battle! Battles his way for the first. That was hard fought and well earned. I mean, a Colorado State player just shot right through the B gap there, I think, and we're very lucky that there was a great individual effort made. As we're going to roll out, and look at him. I mean, I can't even speak. That defender was just taking away everything. Couldn't run, couldn't throw, forced it in there. Again, lucky it's not intercepted. I just got to not throw those passes. It's too dangerous. We can go outside, trying to throw some anticipation. It did not work. We need a minimum of like 8 yards here to make this work. 3rd and 10. We were throwing the dig. I'm throwing that in right across the middle there, and it did not work. It's 4th and 10. This is not in field goal range. CPU is like, you can't kick it from here. You got to go for it. I unfortunately agree. I'm telling you, I wish it were field goal range. This will be short by about 20 yards. The kicker has no range. And we're facing pressure. Just didn't have the time. Didn't see much open, and even if it was, let's be honest, would we have had the arm to get it there with Dorian Hood? No. To run, oh, Vivens just threw a mean stiff arm. Sims doesn't have the speed, but got him by the shoes. Shoestring tackle to probably save a touchdown, let's be honest. I mean, he just got punched in the mouth. Sometimes I get over aggressive as a run defender, and I want to make the play on an outside run, so I give up, you know, my gap responsibility, as that is open, and Trey McBride will not be tackled. I switch on, still holding left stick up, and we lose all momentum and can't make the tackle. Big touchdown to Trey McBride. We're going to go down by 31. 31. Need this offense to wake up. The defense sucks. We need the offense to at least try, do something. It's funny, we're an air raid style offense. We can't throw the ball. Period. It's pretty bad. 2nd and 10. Hand off to Briggs. There we go, Willie. 5-yard gain. Might just have to totally rely on the run so far. Passing is just not an option. It's just, you know, Colorado State has blown up some of our runs, and if we can't run the ball, if they play the run, we're not going to move the football, period. We'll try a run here. Back up the middle. It's battle. 1st down. Maybe we can run the ball. 9-yard gain. Averaging 5.5 per carry is Trey Battle. I think we found how we have to move the ball. Just back to 1950s. Pound the rock. Run the damn ball. Here we go. Run up the middle. Good block. Cutback. Juke. And a gain of 12. Fresh set of downs. Nice little check down. Dude, look how slow he is. It's like he loses all momentum the moment we catch the ball. I don't really get that. How is he like running fast and then just slows down as he touches it? I mean, those short passes are supposed to operate like runs, right? But it's a disaster. And that's super open. There's Trey Battle, but look how slow he is. Why? Why so slow? This read option has trouble written all over it for Colorado State. Let's go Willie, gain of 3. 3rd and 5. We really need Trey Battle in the game, our starting running back, and he's just not out there. We're going to take off with Hood, I think. We have X. I don't believe in the ability to make the throw. Look at Dorian Hood go. Not Vanilla Vic today, as he's not vanilla. He's more like a cappuccino. Either way, it's a 1st down. Trey Battle back on the field. Let's run read option again. I like the success the first time. We're going up the middle. It's Dorian Hood. It's only got like 66 speed, but he picks up 9. Starting to move the ball a little bit. Let's go read option again. Clearly no answer for it right now. Defensive end does not crash down, which means we hand it off, and Trey Battle gets 3. First and goal now. Stop with the tips. I played the game before. It's been out for 7 years, right? 8 years. I don't need the tips, I promise you. I know it looks like I do, down 31. It's not me, man. Battle up the middle. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trey Battle. It's a good piece of trivia. Who scored the first touchdown in Riverside Royals history? Trey Battle on the ground. And that kick is good. Believe me, if you'd watched the version that didn't save with 4 episodes, you would see that was a miracle that went in. And in that one, Dorian Hood actually scored the first touchdown. So I gotta try and forget about that and just completely go Trey Battle. But we're on the board. First points ever in an extremely hostile environment here in Colorado State. It's about maybe 50% capacity. And not because of COVID, just because no one would want to watch this game. This one goes to Vivens. Big hit. Okay. I don't think he's going to fumble there, but it would have been nice. Let's have a big end of the first half. Get some momentum and get ready to dominate the second. It's a run, basically with a screen. Claxton knocks him out of bounds. That works. Clock stops momentarily. Although, I don't think we're a team that can really strike quickly. We need the ball for a while, so there's not really a big point to making a stop here other than just not allowing points. As O'Brien gonna go deep down the middle, and Santos got beat. Ran past him, and it doesn't matter. Nate Craig Myers, hey, he had a touchdown either way. Either way. They can score quickly. No coverage on the back end. Justin Santos got killed. And Colorado State scores again. What are the actual odds of us scoring again before the half? I think slim to none. I can't put the actual, an actual figure to it. We're gonna try. We are gonna try, and actually, screens used to be good at this time. They're really awful in Madden nowadays, but they were good for a time. And this was the time. Battle up the middle. Clock's gonna stop momentarily for the first down. Stop giving me tips. I gotta disable those. I have to. Of course, the clock will restart once the ball is placed, and with Duval in motion, that clock's moving. We throw it to him, he dropped it. And we kick off to start the second half, down 38-7. I guess I gotta stop expecting these guys to play like All-Americans because they're not All-Americans. They're really bad. As Viven's gonna take this, a million cutbacks, and look at the lack of speed from the entire team. Malik James saves a touchdown with a diving shoestring tackle, but first and goal, Colorado State. Second and goal. I mean, no shot. We keep him out of the end zone. I mean, that was such an easy touchdown. It was such an easy touchdown, and he just didn't run straight. Went east-west for no reason, looking like Lewis and Clark with all the exploring he did. It's right there. Just go in. Third and goal. I mean, I'm happy about it, but, like, let's be real. It's just delaying the inevitable. It's not like we're going to make some amazing goal line stop here. There's nobody even covering Trey McBride to run right up the middle. Touchdown. And we're going to have 50 points, maybe 60 even dropped on us. You know, they say it's not the destination, it's the journey. With this, it's the destination. It's going to be really frustrating at first, but this team will end up being unbeatable. Trust me. Not yet, though. Ajayi's going to get a pick six. I don't regret some of these attempts. Right? I just regret the result. Like, I guess we didn't have the feet set right, but it was open. Just, it's, again, one of the worst passes I've probably ever seen. There's the 50 bomb. I gotta say, just screw air raid playbook. I have to run the ball. It's the only way we found success is running the ball. Gotta stop passing. Our quarterback is not capable of passing the ball. Let's go, Bush. Good return. Third down and 6. That's open. Let's go, Collins. Elgin Collins for 9. That's gonna be a fresh set of downs. Sometimes we can pass the ball. Just usually not. That's kind of where I am on that. We're going to play the running back, quarterback keeper, Hood up the middle, and he's going to redirect. Dorian Hood, 21-yard gain, one of the longest of the day, if not the longest. And that could have been even more with better speed. Really good blocking, good vision, good timing. We didn't hit 58 right there. Ooh, that could have been a massive gain, and it was a big one. It was a big one. This is a read option offense now. Despite having no speed at quarterback. Battle. Way to fall forward. Gain of 6. 2nd and 4. We're going to throw that. Man, it's another interception. I got to stop throwing the ball. These are open receivers that our quarterback cannot hit. I got to stop throwing. That one wasn't super open. I got to stop throwing those. Run left. Cruise in pursuit. Nice tackle. Had a little bit of help as well. The thing about those picks, though, as I'll continue to try and justify them, that's what's happening. These are like good decisions and good throws that I can make in Lions franchise. And that's kind of what I'm used to playing Madden 22. You're gonna read that with Claxton and somehow could not make the tackle. And O'Brien will not go down. But these are good throws to make in Lions franchise. And I've gotten used to that. And I've gotten a lot better if you watch my Madden 22 series, right? But I got to know that this quarterback is not Paul Garrison, right? I mean, that's the understatement of the year. Play action, and that is so open. Trey McBride for 18, making a diving catch on the sideline. No one covers anyone. I did send a 0 blitz, right? Everybody going after the quarterback, leaving some guys unaccounted for, no doubt. But we just gotta sack the quarterback if we're gonna blitz, right? We have to. Here's a run, make the tackles. Santos can't make the tackles. Sutherland can't. And eventually, Vivens finally goes down. Playing over the middle, and that is wide open. Malik James wraps up. Kind of a weird tackle on that one. But it was good, I guess. I mean, there's going to be something wide open every play. It's just whether we want to watch it be wide open in zone coverage or be chasing after it wide open in man. As Quinones helps make a tackle on that one. Run up the middle and cut out right. Touchdown, Ajon Vivens. How many does he have this game? A lot. He's got a lot. We've been dominated, man. We've been crushed. As UAB has knocked off number 5 LSU. These rosters are from a year ago. So you'll see Terrace Marshall Jr. still there. Unreal. Back to read option offense. We just can't throw the ball. I mean, that's just it. Can't throw it. Oh, the scoreboard went away. Great. If that ever happens to you playing this game, just go into replay mode and it'll pop right back up. As long as you go into replay mode. You just got to get it off the screen so it can get a chance to reset. As Battle going to find some space. Nice 9-yard gain from Trey Battle. We've been pretty good on the ground so far today. It's just when we try it not on the ground, we run into some problems. Like here on 3rd and inches. Quick screen that bounces off the hands of Elgin Collins. It would have been a first down. If you think we're going to punt in this spot, you're insane. I trust the O-line. Up the middle, Battle. Another first down. We just got to give the ball to our best player. How did that take me a full game to figure out? Another read option. Oh, look at the power from Dorian Hood to go for 1. What a play. I really like a screen here. It's open. We got blockers, but they weren't inside. We couldn't cut that outside. We don't have the speed. And that did not work. Of course, going to go for it here. 4th and 4. Really hoping one of these curls gets wide open. We can just wait and make the nice throw. And we can. Duval going to take a massive shot. I think it's the 2nd time he's been obliterated this game. But he's tough. 4 picks for Dorian Hood, man. Not great. Not great. Go to read option. Up the middle. Look at Battle. Is that over 100 for him? It's going to be real close. 95 yards. We are 5 yards away from a 100-yard day for Trey Battle. And really not on a ton of carries. Like a decent bit, don't get me wrong, right? But not a ton. Collins in motion. I like the slant here. We're going to run. Get out in front, Willie. Get out in front. Good blocks. Look at Dorian Hood go. 20-yard gain. Took a shot on the sideline. Pretty unnecessary. But you know what? It'll toughen him up. Maybe knock some sense into him. That's kind of what I'm hoping there. Knock some sense into him. As we'll go read option again. They're going to play the back. Hood up the middle. Touchdown, Dorian Hood. And now we're only down by 40. Is that true? It's a lot of points, dude. Ooh, another extra point made. 60-14. I wish it were a different score, but it's this one. It's my analysis. Hard-hitting analysis, as always. Oh, good shed. Oh, nice play. That's Ryan Haynes, man. Hopefully, last thing I'll say about the previous save, he's actually pretty good. So, it's almost better because now I have a better understanding of who these players are. And it's only week 2, game 1 for us. As McElroy is going to showcase the power. Zaire Cruz got to make a tackle, saves a touchdown. We allow a 39-yard gain. It's freaking LeGarrette Blunt out here. Beast mode. Marshawn Lynch, Earl Campbell, whoever you want to say. Steven Jackson. So he actually reminds me of a lot here. Rams connection. Even if not Colorado State. Yeah, that was unstoppable. Run outside. Vivens. Touchdown. Steven Jackson, Oregon State. Small school. But, of course, the St. Louis Rams before they moved to LA. But after they moved to St. Louis. Obviously. I'm out of water. I wish it was vodka. I need something to take the sting of this massive defeat off. But we do have 54 seconds to mount a comeback. Never say never. Justin Bieber told me. And that guy's never been wrong. We're going deep. Okay, no, we're not. We're going down. Listen, there's nothing to be gained here. Except for pain. However, as my middle school gym teacher would scream at us, pain is weakness leaving the body. A little bit serious for middle school gym, you think, but that's how warriors are made, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the end of the game. We're going to drop this one 66 to, I don't know, 20 something? No, 66-14, that's right. We didn't score 20. We scored less than that. So that is week 1. Well, week 2. That's episode 1. We got New Mexico on the schedule in week 3. It will get easier as we go, and especially into season 2. But season 1, against better teams, may have its fair share of defeats. That's just a reality that we'll deal with. But against the FCS teams, we got a legit shot. We just got to play perfect and we can stay with some of these teams. Just got to run the ball more. And I think we're going to find some success. That's episode 1. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There was a little bit of pain, a lot of suffering. But hey, that's the channel. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.
Insane, I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, yeah. Papa turn, taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speedbird's good.